chapter 16, from verse 19 to 31. Jesus taught us one of the greatest lessons of life with the story of the rich man and Lazarus. I believe you know how that story ended. The rich man went to hell and Lazarus went to heaven. And one day there was communication between the rich man and Lazarus and Abraham. And the rich man made a number of requests from Abraham. And my concern is in one of the requests. In that request, the rich man pleaded with Abraham to send someone from heaven to pay a visit to his 5 brothers who are still alive and preach to them so that they will change and avoid coming to this place of torment where he was languishing and suffering. And Abraham turned down the request and told him that there are priests, preachers, evangelists, apostles who are on earth who they could listen to and change. And the rich man suggested that if someone should go from heaven to them, they would take it more seriously. And Abraham turned down the request and said no, that if they will not listen to those on earth with them, they will not even listen to someone that will be sent from heaven. In other words, they don't need something extraordinary before they will change. They don't need extraordinary miracle to change. And the same thing applies to us. Sometimes we are waiting for extraordinary miracle. We are waiting for an earthquake. We are waiting for a big bang. We're waiting for a certain tsunami somewhere that will wake us up and automatically transform us into that positive change we want. It doesn't really happen that way. In fact, that extraordinary miracle you need to change is you. That extraordinary miracle you need for a change, for a transformation, resides in you, and that is your decision. You want to learn a trade. You want to learn a certain skill. You want to take your spiritual life seriously. You want to become intentional and serious about your relationship with God. There's this bad habit you have in you that you really want to fight, and you're waiting for extraordinary miracle. That extraordinary miracle is your decision. You are the one to decide to change and start working on it. Change is the only constant variable in the equation of life. It was Benjamin Disraeli who said that change is inevitable and change is constant. But that change is one thing that I have discovered that we human beings are resistant to. We prefer to remain in our comfort zone instead of getting committed to our dream. It was Billy Cox who said that our life begins to change the moment we become committed to our dream instead of remaining committed to our comfort zone. If you need a change in your life, if you want to drop that bad habit, if you want to learn that trade and that skill, if you want to get serious and intentional with your spiritual life, get out of your comfort zone. Leave that zone that makes you lazy and make a decision, a conscious decision to change. There's not going to be an extraordinary miracle that will push you to change. You're not going to go to bed at night with that bad habit and wake up in the morning with that bad habit all gone, disappeared from your head. You're not going to go to bed with a zero knowledge of carpentry, only to wake up with a superb knowledge of it. You're not going to go to bed with a very bad lifestyle, with a zero spiritual consciousness, only to wake up with a very high spiritual consciousness. You are to decide on it. You are to work on it. Don't expect any extraordinary miracle for you to change. The change should start now. This change should start today. Make a decision to start working on it gradually. Don't look down on your little efforts, because it takes consistency in your little effort to build up to that excellence you desire. If you desire to become excellent in your spiritual life, as you admire those who are already there, then you need to start little by little and remain consistent in it. That skill that you see people in it and you admire them, how they do it effortlessly, you need to take a decision and start today. Little by little, you become good in it. Whatever it is that is good, you want to work on. You want to drop that bad habit that have caged you over the years. You need to start working on it. Even if you fall, rise again and keep working on it consistently. Don't expect any extraordinary miracle from somewhere unknown to you to happen before you change. The transformation, the change is in you, and you can start now. God bless you, and may God bless His words in your heart. I pray that these few words will resonate with you and incarnate in your heart for transformation, for a positive change, a change that will make you happy and fulfilled for your own life and for those around you and the world at large. See you once again next week, and do well to share and like this post.